What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Impact here on twitch.tv/Impact Gaming Center. Or if you're watching after the fact on YouTube, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We are here at the final round of FNM. These are our two undefeateds. There's actually another undefeated, but they got the pair down. Unfortunate for them. But yeah, here we go. This is Eric versus Tom. Eric's on green, black, Yawg, and Tom is on Rhinos. We just saw him last round, so if you were watching or you watched the last video, you saw that, and he was able to defeat Cruz. But yeah, let's see. Do we have some keepers here? Looks like Tom's going to mulligan. Eric has Walking Ballista, Cauldron, Grist, some lands, and a Delighted Halfling, it looks like. Maybe an Orcish Bowmasters. I can't quite see the other cards in Eric's hand. Oh, Yawgmoth and a land, yeah. Oh no, that's Orcish Bowmasters. So he's got one lander, and he is elected to keep. Look at this. I love this because it's so modular. Dude. Have the power. But yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out and watching on Twitch. We do appreciate it. We just picked up a follower too, so thanks for that. We do appreciate that. If we could get to 90 tonight, that would be really cool. We're at 89, so we're one away. And if you're watching on YouTube, of course, subscribe. We're real close to 100. Tom gonna take another mulligan. So Eric hoping this one lander with the Delighted Halfling going to be able to ride it into victory. And Tom on his way to 5, unfortunately for him. And here we go. Arid Mesa. Fire Ice, 2 Fire Ice. Got 4 lands. I don't think you can go to 4. But yeah, both these players obviously 3-0, fighting for the 4-0, fighting for $32 in store credit. Played. And there's Delighted Halfling. Oh, and he drew the ley line on turn 1. That's the bad beats. Arid Mesa passed back. He had and Eric played the Blooming Marsh there on turn 1. And he got an Ignoble Hierarch. So this one lander might be working out for Eric. Now he's drawing all these mana dorks. No attack. Oh, yep, there we go. Okay, I was like, wait, attack, Eric, attack. So down to 19 goes Tom. We're going to see a crack of the fetch land, which will drop him 1 more. Down to 18. Get a Xander's Lounge. But yeah, thanks for everybody watching tonight. We do appreciate you. If you are in the St. Louis area and want to get some games of Modern in, we got 22 players tonight. So next Friday, come on up. We are at 49 Ludwig Drive in the fantastic Fairview Heights. Come on out to Impact and get some games in, battle. Or if you're just playing Commander, come on up. It's 10:30 our time, so feel free to come on up. We're open until midnight tonight. Haywire Might the Draw and a Fire there. Going to take down the Delighted Halfling. Tom, realizing that Eric only has 1 land, is probably going to attack these creatures pretty aggressively. Just a pass back from Eric. Ooh, and Tom's got another fire in hand. So he could snipe this hierarch. And make it a pretty rough time for Eric. Eric does have a Blooming Marsh, so if that happens, he can flash in the Orcish Bowmasters here. So we will attempt to fire. Eric pretty much forced into doing this. Yeah, so. And he will create an orc army. So Tom's mulligan to 5, lining up against Eric's 1-lander. Let's see, hopefully next turn Eric, just for the sake of a competitive game, hopefully Eric can draw a land here. Hey, that looks like a Pindlehaven, I believe. So an attack in there. Down to 12. Yawgmoth, Haywire Might, just put a ton of power on the board and pass the turn. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. No reason to mess with Agatha's Soul Cauldron or anything. Just try and beat him down. There's an Ardent Plea, though. This is going to find some Rhinos. Rhinos are inbound. Turns out, putting 8 power in on play... in play on even turn 4 still pretty darn good. It's going to put a big ol' stop to Eric's aggro plan. And a pass back to Eric. Ooh, Eric finding his lands though here. A little late, but better late than never. Eric gonna down to 17. And there's Grist, the Hunger Tide. And while he fiddles with that, I'm going to try and get Grist up on the board for you. There it is, Grist. As long as Grist, you know, isn't on the battlefield, is a 1/1 insect. And then you can +1 to create a 1/1 black and green insect token, then mill a card. If an insect was milled this way, put a loyalty counter on it. -2, you can sacrifice a creature if you do destroy target creature or planeswalker. Alright, so the Rhino gonna take down Grist. No blocks, no reason to, because it would have wiped Eric's entire board. Ooh, and he found a Yawgmoth, it looks like. Play the Soul Cauldron here. Just needs to find a 4th land and a way to gain some life. But this Grist under the Soul Cauldron is going to give all of these creatures this ability for this Planeswalker. And we're going to see some really funny shenanigans here. So we're going to put a loyalty counter on our Yawgmoth and make an insect. And there's Agatha's Soul Cauldron. For those that don't know, creatures you control +1/+1 counters on them have all activated abilities of cards exiled with Agatha's Soul Cauldron. You can exile target card from a graveyard when a creature card is exiled this way, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. So basically right now, Eric's just amassing a board of insects thanks to the Agatha's Soul Cauldron that has exiled Grist, turning all of these creatures essentially into pseudo Grists. It's actually hilarious. Alrighty. And Eric gonna pass back. He's got some blockers now. Yeah. Tom gonna call it. So game one goes to Eric on green-black Yawgmoth. The turn for Rhinos wasn't quick enough for Tom. Granted, I mean, come on. Tom was on a mulligan to 5. But regardless, Eric takes game number 1. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us. I am Les Alex. I have social media. You can follow me on all the places on X, or Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, all the places. Thanks, everybody, though, for hanging out with us here at Impact. If you want to come and hang out with us on Fridays and you're in the St. Louis area, you definitely can. We would love it. We play Modern at 7 p.m. Central, and we are located at 49 Ludwig Drive here in the fantastic Fairview Heights. So if you're in the area, come on out, play some games. We have Commander as well, and we have Thunder Junction coming right around the corner next week, 7 p.m. We will be doing the pre-release. It'll be a win-a-box. It'll be awesome. And then on Saturday, we have a two-headed giant at 1 p.m., a regular at 5 p.m., and then on Sunday, we have another two-headed giant at 1 p.m. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thunder Junction looks like a blast, but let's head back down to the tournament zone and see what we've got. See if we can catch one of these guys sideboarding. Most players keep their sideboarding close to the chest. Force of Vigor is the top card for Eric. I didn't see anything else. Subtleties in for Tom, I saw. And Leyline of the Voids, it looks like, for Tom. What does Tom want to take out, though? That is the question. Maybe like Lorian Revealed? Or is he going to take out the Scion package, maybe? Oh. Fire Ice. Coming out. Confirmed. But yeah, I do apologize about the glare. Hopefully by next week we will have that issue fixed. On Eric's side, there's a light right above where Eric's sitting that is casting just a terrible, terrible glare on these cards. We've been dealing with it all night. I've been trying to do my best to keep the board states pretty on the up and up. Looks like Brotherhood's in. Some ley lines. All right. Both players have made their selections. I'm micro adjusting the camera here. Love this technology here at Impact. Alrighty. Here we go. Hopefully both players keep 7 for coverage's sake. Grist, Hapetra, Agatha's Soul Cauldron, some lands. Orcish Bowmaster, Delighted Halfling for Eric. I didn't see what was in Tom's hand, but Unfortunately, he did not like it. So he will be mulliganing yet again. Not what you want to see if you're sitting in Tom's seat. Alrighty. Alright, so Tom's going to keep 6. That's pretty good for him. Like a play line here on turn 1. Lauren revealed. Scalding Tarn. Force of Vigor drawn for Eric. He's going to fetch. And he's going to play Delighted Halfling. Another good start here for Eric. Gets an Overgrown Tomb. We're going to cycle Loran Revealed to get a Meticulous Archive, maybe? Oh, not a Meticulous Archive. Sorry, Thundering Falls. That is the new Surveillant for Murders at Karlov Manor. Nice full art version. I like how Tom gets the full art non-foils. I appreciate that. That's what I do. You might be asking yourself, how the heck did he do that off of a Scalding Tarn? Well, Leyline of the Guild Pack allows all lands to tap for all mana, and they are all land types. We're going to surveil and put a plains into the bin, and Tom's going to pass back, untaps his Overgrown Tomb, plays what I believe is a forest. Halfling, going to play Grist. That is uncounterable, because it is a creature while it's on the stack. Grist going to tick up. We're going to mill a card, make an insect, and hit a Strangleroot Geist. End of the turn. Got some shenanigans. Yep, and there's Leyline Binding to take care of the Grist. Quick work of the Grist from Tom. There's another Scalding Tarn. And here is the Rhinos. In response. Do we have a response? Ooh, Force of Vigor gonna take down the Leyline of the Guild Pack and the Leyline Binding. But we are gonna have 8 power from these Rhinos crashing in here onto the battlefield for Tom. So although Eric does get back Grist for a turn, we'll see what Eric has up his sleeve. Hopefully nothing. That would be cheating. Very timely Force of Vigor, though, there from Eric. So Tom just put 10 power onto the board on turn 3. Seems pretty good. Got a Wall of Roots, I think is what Eric just drew. First, we're going to activate our Grist. Sack this, destroy a Rhino. And Tom's okay with that. And here comes a wall of roots inbound. So he's tapping Delighted Halfling for mana. That's what I was curious about too. All right, and pass back. We have an Agatha's Soul Cauldron and a Wall of Roots. That was created by Eric that turn. Update these life totals. We're just gonna hit the bin. No reason in blocking when it's just gonna die regardless. And there's an Ardent Plea, so we're gonna put 8 more power in play. And how can Eric keep up with this? Gonna exile the Grist. That's a pretty good way to start making things happen for Eric. So now he has Grist underneath that Agatha's Soul Cauldron, so all of his creatures have some Planeswalker abilities, which is absolutely nutty. And he just top decked a Grist as well. And since Tom's reading it, I'll put it back up on screen. There's Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Pretty darn good. Oh, you're right. Hang tight. All right. Hey, heads up, Gratz. Appreciate that. We got that figured out now. Definitely not malicious. But Tom is at 14. Obviously, that does make a huge difference in this game. Who knows? Now Eric's kind of going crazy with his grist under the Agatha Soul Cauldron. He can make another token. All the +1 and 0/1 and all the counters. There's a Delighted Halfling. Off the Wall of Roots. And a pass back. Tom still got 10 power on board. Drew a Fire Ice. I can take down a Wall of Roots, or, I mean, pretty much anything on board right now. Yeah, good call. Good call, and I appreciate that, Grat. Delighted Halfling is out of fire range currently. Well, the one with the +1/+1 counter, at least. Yeah, Tom gonna scoop it up. Eric gonna take this one 2-0. Congrats, Eric. You go 4-0 tonight here at Impact. We appreciate everybody for hanging out, for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch and you've been watching all night, we appreciate you. Make sure to follow. We just hit 90. Thank you so much for that 90th follower here on Twitch. I'm Les Alex. You can follow me on Twitch and YouTube. I make content, play a lot of Control, but I appreciate you. Make sure to follow us here at Impact Gaming Center on all of our social media channels. We're on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all the places you think. We're there. But yeah, this has been Modern FNM. Congrats to Eric for going 4-0 tonight. Remember, we have pre-release coming up. So if you're in the area, St. Louis area, we're located at 49 Ludwig Drive in fantastic Fairview Heights. We've got 4 awesome pre-releases this weekend. One at 7 p.m. on Friday. A 2-headed giant at 1 p.m. on Saturday. Another one at 5. That'll be a regular one, not 2-headed giant. And then another 2-headed giant on Sunday at 1 p.m. And if you dress up as a cowboy or are in Old West themed clothes, you'll get $5 in store credit. I appreciate you all. I'm Les Alex. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. And until the next time, I will catch you all on the flippy flop. Adios.